There's often a hidden cost to being cheap. Skipping investing in quality up front can mean constant replacements, wasted time, even missed opportunities in life. We welcome in Craig Bolanos, co-founder and wealth advisor, VestGen Wealth Partners in Inverness and Downers Grove. Find him online at getretiredstayretired.com. Craig, thank you for joining us today. And I smiled when I thought about this segment because I was thinking back to my early days in radio when you didn't make a whole lot of money, and as a result, if you had to buy something, you often had to find the thing with the lowest price tag. And in my case, it was running shoes. And these were running shoes that were of low quality, and you would replace them every 3 months. Then finally, I went to a place they would actually fit your feet, and these were high quality shoes, and they cost about 3 times as much as the cheap shoes, but they lasted 3 times as long.
But they lasted longer, your arches thanked you, and it was a win. So whether it's holiday shopping, whether it's the seasonality, it's just life, this is a reminder for everybody that it's not about cheap versus expensive. It's about the concept of value. And if you're really listening to everything that's done in the noon business hour, you're measured, you're intentional, make sure you're telling your money where to go. And that should be a discussion of value relative to the items that you purchase, as opposed to simply saving a couple of bucks here or there, which costs you more in the long run.
And this discussion of value, Craig, should extend beyond just dollars and cents, how much you pay for an item versus how much you pay for repair or to replace, but also the value of your time. Because if you purchase something that is of low quality and it breaks down all the time, and you find yourself in the car dealership repair waiting room once a month or every 2 months, that's a waste of your time. That is something you're never going to get back.
Well, that's right. You know, in the investing world, Rob, you and I have talked for years now about opportunity cost, right? There's an opportunity cost with certain decisions. I think the same thing can be applied here. And if you think of the stressors that people are under between running families, kids' activities, caring for parents, or all of the professional responsibilities that you have, you can't afford to be chasing repairs. You can't afford to be chasing this deal or that to save a buck, because every minute spent there is a minute you can't allocate elsewhere. And you know, the other thing I think about, Rob, so many people are going out to eat right now. So many people are getting together in groups. I think people need to find better ways to split bills and split restaurant and bar checks. No one should be cheapening out, but people should be leveraging technology today, Rob, right? Every time I go out with my pickleball group, we use an app, we take a picture of the receipt, and you click on what you ate and what you drank, and it fairly divides it across the board, and it takes the pressure away. I think that's another way to look at this when it comes to money and being cheap.
Yes, the Splitwise app. I know it well. And then when we talk about evaluating just some ways in which you can get value out of a product with a higher price, what are some categories we can discuss? We talked about cars, we talked about shoes, maybe clothes. One avenue you can explore about where you're definitely going for the higher price point, but you also have to make sure it's built to last and you're going to have that thing for a long time.
Well, I think everything actually starts with what I call your home. And your home isn't about something you buy. Home is where you hang your hat. It could be your rental. It could be what you purchased. But I always tell people, get value out of your existing home. I think that's so incredibly important, because when you have your home in order, all things spring from that relative to the rest of your life. But it's not just homes. Inside that home, you have technology. Think of all the electronics. You have clothing. You gave a great example of what you mentioned relative to your shoes. And there's also such a thing as quality for advice. You know, there's a big difference between tax preparation. Some people can and should do an e-file for free. Other people should pay for professional advice, especially in years that the tax code changes, like this year, courtesy of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. So I think everything comes down not to price, it comes down to unlocking value.
Craig Bolanos, co-founder and wealth advisor, VestGen Wealth Partners in Inverness and Downers Grove. Find them online at getretiredstayretired.com. Thank you for joining us today on the Noon Business Hour. Coming up next.